So, if you've been following my oil adventures and my free fuel, today I was supposed to go out Wirehouse in Suffolk. And when I was on my way to Suffolk, someone called me the day before, or they called me the day before, and they wanted a service call in Suffolk. So I was like, sure, I'm already going to Suffolk, let me do it. And then that same night, my friend hit me about somebody else in Suffolk that had free oil. So I was like, all right. I guess it all works out, you know. I guess you could call that God just looking out for me. So not only do I have to go to Suffolk anyway, I go do my first service call and make $200. You know, I'm in and out in 10 minutes. That doesn't always happen, but sometimes I'm there an hour. Then I drive, I drove there for free. Now I'm here picking up all this oil, which is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gallons of oil, because I'm already out here in Suffolk, which, for me is about $50. Somewhere in that range, or 7 times 5, $35, whatever the math is. Sometimes my math is off on these videos because I'm just tired, working, whatever, but all free. And then on top of that, for my advertising, I got 100 gallons of oil being dropped off at my house from somebody else who just wants to get rid of it, and I get 2 free barrels to go plant more seeds. Now it gets even better. So today, I started off making $200, 10 minutes, whatever. Do that a lot. Picking up free oil, which pays for all my trip out here, but my trip out here, I was already rolling for free. You don't get any better than that. So this covers my free expenses. And then I'm gonna go wire up a house, a smart home, and I should be done in about 4 hours probably, maybe less, and I'll make $1,000 bill there. So I have, in one day, or half a day basically, a part of a day, $200 for the first, rode there for free, picked up all my oil that I was just spent in my truck today, or all my fuel for free, because I'm already out here, then go wire up the house in the same neighborhood, or same area, and end up with probably like a $1,500 day. And then get news that I'm getting 100 gallons of fuel dropped off to me and 2 free barrels to make more seeds as well. Now I don't know what you want to call that, but that's part of being an entrepreneur, and maybe a little bit of God, or maybe a lot God. But God says you got to help yourself first before he helps you. And we sure hustle in this family, man, to make sure we make ends meet with all these kids we got. 3 kids, 1 on the way, and 1 income. So what are we doing all this for? Like I said, we're chasing fire, man. If you don't know what that is, it's financial independence. All right, I got to do a quick thing on the fire. So I have been studying finance pretty much my entire life. When I was 15, I was reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all that other jazz. Almost every finance book you can think. And some of my favorite books to this day, I still love The Millionaire Next Door. Love there's like 2 of those books. That was always great, eye-opening. Also love actually I think my favorite book is probably The Richest Man in Babylon. I've read it to my kids. And, when they're young, they're like, yeah, I don't care. But you can burn it into them. And then a whole list of books. But basically what I've come down to for us as finances, there's, basically you take your money, you invest it, you get a return on it. That's really the simple way to do it, and use compound interest, and it grows. So the fastest way to get to financial independence, and what I mean by that is basically your money pays for your lifestyle, so you can just do whatever you want, or your life's easier. And everybody's journey is different on that. There's different levels of fire. Mine may not be as extreme as other people's. And some people are saving 50% of their income. Some people save 10, 5, whatever. I'm pushing to try to get 20% of our income in business and personal saved to invest. And so we save that money, we invest it in index funds, and we use Vanguard. I'm a Vanguard fanatic, love Vanguard. And we're in, I think it's 5 facts of the tickers where we keep, our investments. And it's doing pretty good. We get dividends every quarter, and the interest grows, really well. Besides currently, because the economy is, whatever. But in my mind, if all my interest that I had, I think we were up like 20 or 30%, in some of the counts. If it was all down to like 0, that means I'm buying stuff on sale. So all my money going to it right now, whenever we get through this, we're going to shoot back up. Maybe I'll double our money in, the index funds. I don't know what's going to happen. Or maybe it's a market correction, but, I'm still getting paid dividends every quarter, and I'm still increasing the wealth. So, one day our family can do whatever we want. That's the idea. I'm not talking yachts or anything. I'm just talking, hey, mortgage is paid for, all our basic living expenses are paid for. I don't got to work 80 hours a week or 7 days a week, which I probably always will. I don't know. I like to work. But I like to work on things I like to do. Anything I like to do, I do. Anything I don't like to do, I don't touch. Like YouTube. This journey for me is one more revenue stream. I got my work revenue stream. I got our investments. And now I'm working on YouTube. And just, it's cool, just putting everything on here that I want to see or I think people should have. And just, real stuff. So that's a little thing about FI. So save your money as much as you possibly can without killing yourself. Invest it either in stocks or real estate or some type of investment, a smart investment, and don't touch the money. The biggest mistake you can make in your journey to FI is touching the money. We got to be starving for me to touch our investment accounts. Like everyone's got to be starving. We've done lost weight. House is about to go in foreclosure, and I'm like, all right, fine, we'll do something about it. We'll take some money out, But other than that, I'm like, nah. It's just don't touch it because. As a younger man in my 20s, I've always saved 10% of my income, and I've learned that from The Richest Man in Babylon or Pay Yourself First or any book like that. But investing is the hard part because I didn't know anything about investments. I knew about real estate, and we lost our butt in real estate a long time ago. That happens. But I didn't really know. And being a very busy working professional like myself, stocks and index funds, I kind of came across that just had a chance because I just didn't have time to do single stocks, and I'm really good with single stocks. I know what to do with single stocks, but I don't have the time for other research. But I learned that I can just put my money in Vanguard, which is built for people like me, people like you, and fire away, baby. Put it in an index fund that tracks the whole market or 500 companies, and generally you do better than professional investors everywhere around. It's a fact. So I'm fine with that. I got minimal time in life. Too busy working, generating revenue streams, or working with the kids, or doing things, trying to live. So more important to me is family, taking care of family, than spending my time researching everything when I find something that works. I can just do it and fire and forget. And then the next cool thing is watching it grow. You start putting $500 a month away, $1,000 a month away, whatever you can put, and don't touch it, and watch it grow. That's the coolest thing. Now about the Vanguard accounts, those things are like $3,000 buy-in minimum. So the next thing I'm going to work on is a 3 fund portfolio is what it was. So you start diversifying a little bit. But even if I didn't do that, I could still just throw all the money in ViFact and be happy because it's doing pretty well. Besides not growing in interest or percentage right now because the market's just what it is. But like I said, I'm buying it on sale. When things are cheap, you buy as much as you can. If I had more money, I'd be buying and buying and buying right now. But I'm no stock professional or anything. I'm just some working Joe who spends his life tinkering and gadgets and gizmos, and finance has always been a thing, man. Always been a thing. I know lots and lots of millionaires. Lots and lots and lots of them. And most of them, once they start making so much money, they don't even care. They're like, yeah, it's just money. They don't blow it, though. And then a lot of them are like you think. They were avid savers their entire life. They followed this, followed that, and then they hit a point, and then they're like, it's weird, John, the money doesn't even matter to us anymore. We just live. But we don't ever want to be where we have to worry about money, but the money doesn't matter anymore. It's not important as it was. What's the most important thing I've found, even now, is time. I don't have a lot of time. So part of our journey, I'm sharing it with you, and another part of our journey, start traveling. I'm going to start doing some RVing with the kids. But I don't get do any loans on anything. We're going to buy that thing in cash and save up for it. So I'm going to find a deal on an RV. Unless someone wants to donate me a nice one to my calls, I'll take that too. Or semi-nice. I can fix up just about anything. Given I have the time. Like I have a van for sale and I don't have time to sell it. But yeah, that's my little few in-between speech about finance that I always want to put on the channel, and I'll do more talks on it. Maybe I'll get some interviews with some millionaires that I know. That would be pretty sweet. So basically I take a portion of all my business income, I put it away. A portion of all my personal income, I put it away. And then I save every dime I can possibly save in every category, and so does my wife. Like, we bought school clothes for, I think she got like 3 years of clothes for my son for $50. So there you go. You just got to hustle and have a little bit of ambition, and you can pretty much do just about anything in life. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, isn't it?